What's up? What's up? What's happening?
Hey.
T. You said no T-bone, so I'm not going to do
please
T-bone,
don't.
even though I just
call
said
me that.
T-bone 3 times. T-bone 4 times.
Thanks.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Good to see ya.
Yeah, I just saw you like 2 minutes ago.
I think all I do is see you because we're stuck in this this
tiny little room.
This predicament.
Yeah.
I have no enemies here in this tiny little room.
Nope.
No, I really feel that way. Thank goodness, because we're all stuck here in the house together. Kids are starting to have a hard time with it, I think.
I think so too.
It's fun. I'm glad it took this long, but
Right.
yeah, they're starting to kind of fall apart at the seams a little bit.
We've got some anxieties going on.
We do. It sucks. I mean, it's rough.
Yeah.
I get it. It's very hard. So I feel for them. But enough about them.
This is about us.
This is about us. Talking
and
to
this
you.
is
The Uprooted Podcast. And you are
Christine.
And I am
You are
John.
Yeah.
Hi. We're
Hi.
ready to go tonight, people. We got our glasses on. We're fucking ready.
Ready.
We're going to rock this shit. All right. Well, I think we wanted to talk about some current events, to stay current. They're current events after all. And you actually pointed this out to me, and I should have read more about it because I won't be able to speak to it that well. But this kooky Dr. Fauci, and I feel bad because he's a good guy. He looks like a nice guy. He seems smart. He wears glasses.
Right. He has glasses, so that tells me, and I don't know, the white hair thing usually means wise.
Right. His first name is Doctor. So, I mean, how bad
He's got
could
that
he
going
be?
for him.
Exactly. So, I mean, I want to believe the guy. I want to trust the guy. But, and it's not just him. Listen, I'm not talking bad about Dr. Fauci. I know there's a lot of people that are probably going to hate me for this because there's some Fauci fans out there.
Ooh, that's a good hashtag Fauci fan.
Yeah, I know. And actually, I'm a fan of his because he tells it like it is. And he tells the science behind all this that a lot of people kind of have a little difficulty with comprehending. President's one of them. A lot of people just have a hard time figuring out what to believe and what's science and what's accurate and whatnot. So he does try to spread the good news with the science. However, and again, I don't think this is his fault. The same thing tripped up Dr. Drew early on, and a lot of people that I believe and trust in the medical field. He was talking about what did he say? Like, shut it down, stay home.
Yeah.
Shut it
So
down.
basically, he was imploring everyone to shut the country down so that we do not have like another roll of this,
A relapse.
relapse. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. So that this didn't happen again. So he was like, stay inside, keep everybody in, keep the country shut down.
Right, because they're saying in the fall that it could end up being even worse because you have the normal flu season and then the weather gets shitty again and it could be even worse. So he said stay home, but then he came out the other day and said let's open it up.
Open it up
because we're starting to see suicides and mental health deaths and all that other stuff. So
So did you know?
Which one is it, bud?
Hold on. So I actually read this the other day, and I've got to check the statistics. I'm not really sure whether they're true or not because 75% of statistics are made up.
They are?
But anyway, apparently.
I didn't know that.
Anyway, so apparently the alcoholic beverage sales have gone up 600% since we have been on lockdown.
Wow.
And
I believe it.
I think we account for probably 200% of that.
I was just going to say, I absolutely believe that because we have never purchased or drank more alcohol ever in our life.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I've been online looking at, all the Instagrams and whatever, and people are like bragging about all the workouts and stuff they're doing. And I've got a streak of my own that I'm very proud of. I have not missed a day without drinking since this started on March 13th.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that. I don't know how you feel, but are you proud of me?
I'm proud of you.
I mean,
my waistband is not proud of me.
I'm not like an angry
unfortunately.
drunk or anything. So, I mean, there's nothing not to be proud of here. I mean, I got goals. I have conviction. I'm sticking with it. I ain't no quitter. I'm going after this.
Mama didn't raise no quitter.
Exactly. So I'm drinking every day. But yeah, Fauci, Tony, what is it?
Tony.
What's it going to be? Should we open up? Should we stay closed? Because everyone's trying to listen and follow the rules for the most part. And so what you guys say is what we do. So what's it going to be?
Yeah, make up your mind.
I don't know.
Stay inside, but don't stay inside.
Yeah. I'm
wear your
getting stir
mask.
Crazy.
But also
Don't wear your mask.
don't wear your mask. And wear gloves, but don't wear gloves.
Well, no, they came out and said very clearly, don't wear gloves. And even the CDC came out and said that it doesn't spread on surfaces or doesn't live on surfaces like they originally thought. So again, I'm not trying to throw shade at any of these smart people's direction, but a lot of things have changed and they've made a lot of contradictory statements as such that when things are changing, it's one of my favorite terms, I guess, to come out of this is a fluid situation. So, yeah, I mean, things are just changing constantly and nobody can make up their mind. Nobody knows what the fuck to do. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide if you want to put yourself or your family at risk. And you just, as they say in golf, grip it and rip it, baby. That's what you do.
Is that what they say in golf? Is that golf? I don't know. That sounds more like a racing situation to me.
I mean, I think it could apply to a couple different things. Like if you're going to take a pee in the woods, you can grip and rip it. If you're going to golf, you grip it. Anything you grip, whether it's your dork or your baseball bat or your golf club,
bandage, maybe
a fishing pole, anything that you grip and then
consequently rip.
Exactly.
Okay.
Grip it and rip it.
All right.
Why would that be a racing thing?
I don't know. I feel like gripping the steering wheel and then, well, I guess there's no ripping involved.
I mean, you kind of rip the throttle. No, it's not racing.
No,
it's
not ripping.
Definitely when you're holding some type of shaft in your grasp and then you therefore rip.
You said shaft.
After you got a nice grip. And in golf, you don't want to choke it. Like you don't want to squeeze the shaft. You want to just gently but firmly hold your shaft.
I hope no one is getting into this right now.
This is a whole different podcast.
Right.
If they are.
They're going to be like, what am I listening to?
So another current thing I saw recently, today actually, while we were doing our show prep, in air quotes, because I'm sure the listeners can tell there ain't a whole lot of prep going on here. But I noticed on Google, I was searching around, saw a news story that said that early trials of vaccines are showing very promising, and the subjects, I guess you will, are showing quick immunity with very little side effects.
That's exciting.
Good news, especially since Professor Fauci can't make his mind up about what we're supposed to do.
I thought he was a doctor. Now he's a professor.
Well, most professors are doctors. Special Agent Fauci, I don't know. Doctor
Special,
Tony.
Major. Let's just give him all the promotions.
Right. Rear Admiral Fauci. Since they can't make up their mind about him and the CDC and everybody else about what's right and what's not, vaccine will come in and save the day. But then I saw this other thing that said that, I can't remember the number now, it's going to bother me, but it's like 44% of Americans believe that Bill Gates is going to try to inject us all with microchips in this vaccine.
That sounds like a good movie.
It absolutely does.
What would we call it?
I don't know, like the COVID effect.
Ooh,
maybe?
I like
the COVID factor.
I like that. Apple seeds. I don't know.
I just wish there was somebody out there that could vet all this stuff, so when it actually gets to the consumer through Facebook or whatever,
can you do a little research?
Is it right or not? Like somebody posted this photo the other day that says nobody wants you to see this. The internet keeps taking it down. It was like a train car that labeled COVID-19 on it as if it was shipped here on a train to infect the world. And it's like, if that's a real photo, then we're in some serious creepy shit here. But it's probably not real.
But why would they label it like, hey, virus on a train?
It's like in Breaking on a plane. It's like in Breaking Bad. They didn't label that one train car full of methylamine for that very reason, so someone doesn't hijack it in the desert and wreak havoc on.
But what? I don't understand. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I've got my glasses on, but it has not made me smarter.
I think it's probably fake. Honestly. So
right.
What else we got on that list there? Things are starting to open up. So whether there's a vaccine or whether Fauci's full of Fauci or not, it's starting to open up. For example, I went to Lowe's the other day. Yes, I know I'm a hypocrite. I'm sorry, everybody. I had to go to Lowe's. Home Depot line was around the building. I was in a hurry, and I sold out. Sue me. I went to Lowe's. I went back to Lowe's, walked right in, and all their doors were open. It's not like I got lucky and there was no line. All the doors, all the sliders were on autopilot again, and it was like, come on in, everybody. We are open for business, just like Maine, open for business. And so I walked right in, and I actually didn't have the cart that I needed, so I walked out, grabbed a cart, and walked right in. I didn't have to go through like a screening process or everything I had to do previously when I tried to pick up my to-go order. So it was good.
That's good.
How did it go at the grocery store for you today?
There was no line at the grocery store today. I walked right in. There was plenty of carriages, if you will.
Lots of carriages, good.
Lots of carriages. My food was all there. Everything I needed was there. It was quite nice. I enjoyed it.
I think things are starting to look up. In fact, when I got back from Lowe's, I posted on our community page because that's where everybody goes for the hot gossip. And I said, there's traffic on the road. There's no line. I think the apocalypse is over. And it's either a sign of things opening up and starting to figure out new normal or whatever that means, or everyone's at the Cape because it's the holiday weekend.
That's possible.
And that's what people do here. They go to the Cape.
The Cape.
The Cape. What do you think it is? Do you think we're turning the corner?
I think we're starting to. Yeah. People were at the grocery store, were doing their normal thing. There were no lines. There was lots of people everywhere. They were completely ignoring your personal space like they used to. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much business as usual.
I'm going to throw you a curveball that we didn't talk about ahead of time here.
Oh, Lord.
Just popped in my head. So roll with me here. It's called improv. Okay?
So 2 years of drama in high school.
Yeah, yes, and this is important here. Memorial Day weekend. How do you feel about a couple things? People saying happy Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to be somber and we're, I guess celebrating, memorializing the people in the military that have passed. How do you feel about the people that say happy Memorial Day? Or even worse, how do you feel, worse for me, the self-righteous, DBs that get on there and say, this is not something to be saying happy about, and all this sad, like it's their duty to remind you what this holiday means. And then there's a third one. Chew on those for a little bit. Then there's a third one that I just noticed this year. And it was a lot of New Englandy posts I've seen, so maybe it's an East Coast thing. #MWD. Now we've shortened it now. It's just MWD, and they're like, happy MWD bitches with their drinks and at the pool or whatever. It's like, what are we even doing here? And I don't want to be one of those douche guys that says, hey, we shouldn't celebrate MWD. But, I don't want to be that guy, but like, what on earth is going on? What are your thoughts?
So I am an empath. I will completely own up to that. So I kind of see everyone's point of view, and I think that's my cross to bear. But I think Memorial Day weekend has historically been like the start of summer. Yes, it's summertime. Yeah. I remember that I used to go to school for Memorial Day we were out, Labor Day we were back in. Like, that's just kind of how it was. So there's all those people that get excited about it because it's summertime. So they kind of are celebrating that, I think. And I think they're celebrating like, yeah, people died. I don't think that's exactly what it is. But you should also celebrate those people that like laid their life down for us.
Right. So I'm 100% with you. I get it.
Maybe happy is not the word to choose.
No, and I get the whole start of summer, and that should absolutely be celebrated, especially out here because the weather's shitty until recently. And it's definitely something to celebrate. So I don't know, maybe we need to figure out how to separate Memorial Day and the start of summer or something. Because I don't know, there's something that just is weird about it. And like I said, what's more bothersome to me is the self-righteous
Nope.
The self-righteous douchebags who get on there and try to coach you up. It's like, thanks, bro. I'm just trying to be happy for summer. I know I said it wrong, So, I mean, but I see, I'm like you. I'm an empath. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's a thing. Look it up. Google it.
I'll ask you later. But I think that I'm with you. Like I see both sides of it. But I don't know. We need to figure this MWD conundrum out before next year.
Okay.
You did pretty well with that improv session. I'm
Thanks.
proud of you.
I'm not going to participate in the MWD, but I do think it's important to remember.
You know what I think I want to hear again? I've heard it before a little bit, but I think the audience deserves is your Walmart experience the other day.
Oh, Lordy.
Because I have thoughts about Walmart. I've been to Walmart in 4 different states or something, and I want to hear what you have to say, and then I will share.
What does my face look like right now?
Not good.
Not good.
I mean, beautiful.
Thanks.
But in the sense of the Walmart story, not good.
So I just literally said there was no line at the Market Basket. There was a line at Walmart. It was like around the flipping corner. And
you're not like going there to browse.
I had to go. If I don't have to go to Walmart, I'm not going to go to Walmart.
So this was like my Lowe's situation. You did your due diligence, but still had to wait.
I did.
With the fine people of Walmart.
I had to get an online pickup. I needed.
They don't do curbside?
Just plain. They don't do curbside.
Way to go, Walmart.
Right. So I needed to pick up one thing. So I was a little disheartened when I saw that the line was around the corner. But whatever. I mean, I got in line. Y'all, there's a website called The People of Walmart. It's absolutely true. No matter where you are, every Walmart, the people are the same.
Right. So my first Walmart experience ever in my life, maybe not first, but we used to live in Rancho Cucamonga, California, close to Fontana, affectionately known as Fontucky for a reason. Right. Everybody that out there, my family and whoever knows what I'm saying, it's like Rancho Cucamonga is like the Beverly Hills of the 909 Inland Empire. Fontana, not so much, but they're neighbors. So it's weird. Like a lot of the big stores and stuff, you have to cross over into Fontana to go there. And that Walmart, being in a place that's affectionately known as Fontucky, I get it. Walmart people, right?
Oh, man.
But I've been to one in Las Vegas, equally as shitty people. Whole state away.
Right. So I get in line behind the guy who is walking ahead of me, cussing nonstop because he has to wear his mask and get in line. All the people in the line are telling him, fuck you, man, just get in line, shut up. And they're like yelling at him.
Which that doesn't happen at a normal establishment. That's complete Walmart behavior. Like if that happened at Costco, people just mind their own business. But there, at Walmart, that's customary to join in on the heckling of the non-masked fellow.
Right. So chick behind me in her fleece pajama pants with no bra in her tiny like undershirt tank top with her crazy weird looking no tooth boyfriend.
So that look with the tank top and the no bra and the pants looks good on the right girl, but I'm guessing this one no.
You don't wear pajama pants.
I get it. That's a whole different story, but I'm saying on the right girl, like
I don't
like
know.
the girl we talked about last week, Tracy Kiss, that might look okay, but I'm guessing this Walmart patron, this Walmart patron probably didn't fit the bill for that.
No, right? It just looks really trashy.
Just a guess, folks. I don't mean to stereotype or be prejudiced. I'm just guessing based on my knowledge of Walmart clientele. Probably shouldn't have been wearing that tank top, right?
No, absolutely did not need the tank top. I didn't need the visual that went along with the tank top either. Anyway, so there behind me, there's a person, two people ahead of me smoking like a flippin' chimney, just blowing smoke to the people all behind them.
And you can't smoke with a mask on, so obviously they had no
their mask was
either
on their chin, which is so helpful. Anyway, smoking like crazy, blowing in my face. I've got the stupid mask on my face, so it's like getting stuck in my mask, and I'm just loathing my experience standing here in the line at Walmart. So then I finally get in. I asked the lady, because I want to get out of there as fast as I possibly can, where's the online pickup order? Because the website says, follow all the orange signs. As soon as you walk in the door, there's not an orange sign to be seen.
Of course. Why would there be?
Right. So I asked the lady, where's the online pickup place? And she just like points and she goes, in the back. So I'm like, okay. So I start walking down the lanes and get to the stupid online pickup guy. He looks at me like, whatever. He's like, hold on. I finally get my stuff. They have this like whole disclaimer. Make sure you have a federal ID to pick up your stuff. And he just like hands me my bag. Was like, here you go. You're done. It was just the most awkward experience.
Online pickup was in the back of the store.
The back of the store.
How does that make any sense if we're trying to keep people safe and all? Like, what's the point now?
I don't know.
What are we even doing?
It was by the bathrooms. I don't know.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so Walmart, I'm not a fan.
Have we been to any other Walmarts on our road trip? Did we go to one in Arkansas or anything? I don't remember.
We didn't, but there was one in Foothill Ranch where we were before, which you would think, being in, South Orange County, it's probably maybe a little bit more higher end. No. It still wasn't.
No. It's something about Walmart.
It's has just that something, stigma. I don't know what it is.
It attracts the worst people of any particular area.
And listen, I want to like Walmart. I like their prices.
I never was a Walmart fan because I walk in there and it's like a sensory overload. There's just shit everywhere.
Right.
And it makes no rhyme or reason. And that one time I had the second job stocking Cheez-Its on the shelves. I had to go to a Walmart on my route. We should talk. That's an episode all in itself.
Oh man, that's a whole episode.
Before we arrived, I guess. But I had the second job and I'm stocking shelves and I go in there and it's an absolute shit show every day. And I'm in there early while they're supposedly cleaning it up, and there's just shit everywhere. Like on my Cheez-It aisle, I got like ladies' underwear and shaving cream like stuffed in the aisles, and it's like, what happened here?
I know.
You going down the Cheez-It and cookie aisle, and you said, you know what, I really need those crackers, so I'm going to put the underwear away because I can't afford both. Like,
Right. That's probably
how
what
did
happened.
those end up there?
That's
Or was
probably
it
what
an errant shoplifter that was on the verge of getting caught? Like, I could never figure it out, but there was just shit everywhere, stuffed in every nook and cranny of every aisle.
Right. I don't know. Again, I want to like it. Their grocery pickup is amazing.
I just have a weird feeling about everything we just described, getting my groceries from Walmart. I just feel gross about it.
You know, I had a really good experience with the grocery pickup. Like, the people that were working it were super, super nice. We got to be BFFs because I saw them every week. And the groceries were okay. Like, their produce and their meat, not the best. But everything else, really good prices. They had everything we needed. I could shop on my couch in an hour, go pick up my stuff, come back. You know how much I hate grocery shopping. So, I mean, that was nice.
Yeah, and when we moved here, you had to go all the way to New Hampshire.
I literally drove to a different state, so I didn't have to grocery
shop out of state. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. Well, I'm sorry you had to go through that Walmart experience. I mean, it should... What did you get? I don't even know what you got. Like, did you have to get it there?
All I needed was, because no other place had plain white dish towels.
I thought you were going to say plain white tees, like the band. You were going to buy a CD. Walmart's the
No.
only place that
Yeah,
had
nobody has that either.
No, nobody does. Sold out.
Gone.
Plain white dish towels for one of your things you're making. You're making some dish towels for people, so they had to be plain white. And it's the only place in town that has it. So
Right. Amazon didn't have what I needed. Target doesn't have, well, they had what I needed, but they were like $18 because they were Joanna Gaines Hearth and Home shit. So it was like $18 for 2 towels where I got 5 dish towels for $4.47.
yeah, and if I'm gonna get $18 dish towels with Joanna's name on it, she needs to bring them to me. Like, hey, I'm Joanna Gaines. Here's my towels. For that price, that's insane. $18.
Yeah, for two dish towels.
For 2
It
towels.
was insane.
Well, I'm glad you survived Walmart.
I did. I survived.
Yeah,
I probably have emphysema now.
Never again. Don't go unless you have to.
I try not to.
Unless you need really cheap dish towels.
You should really check out that website, though. It's actually quite hilarious.
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen some Facebook stuff about it, too, and it's insane. I mean, I always thought they were kind of fake, because how could
No, it's not.
people really be that way? But your tale of woe confirms
It is
the
the
website.
truth. It is the truth.
So when we're not out and about around town, waiting in line and finding things to complain about, we're watching our TV shows and just getting through quarantine, watching Westworld.
Westworld.
It's still a mind fuck and whatever, but I'm starting to get more into it. It's getting a little more exciting. This season 2 seems like a really graphic version of Mulan.
Right.
At least the beginning episodes. Spoiler alert if no one's seen it, but there's samurais and shit, and they're just cutting throats, and there's blood everywhere. It's
Samurai World.
It's quite violent. Violent world.
I like it, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's what really piqued my interest in more so this season, is that it's gotten a little more exciting with the action and the killing and whatnot.
There's been lots of killing.
Less boobs, though. So,
That's true.
Season 1 had my attention with the boobage. Now we got the carnage.
Got a lot of dicks, though.
A lot of
a lot, and a lot of bush.
Well,
I mean, so much bush.
It's like Westworld. I mean, in the olden times, people didn't, remove the bush.
I mean, I guess.
They would have had to done so with a straight razor, and that can get a little dicey.
That's true.
I
don't know if labia. I would trust a straight razor down there.
I wouldn't take a straight razor to labia or my balls. No way. That's an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah.
That is nuts. Yeah.
See what you did there.
Woo.
Good one.
Yes.
Good one.
Beer is kicking in. And you tried to watch The Great.
I tried to watch The Great because I wanted to watch it, and then you told me, hey, stop. I want to watch it. So I literally watched maybe 15 minutes. The 15 minutes I saw was very entertaining, I have to say.
Oh, you missed a great opportunity there to say it was great.
It was great. So if you haven't checked it out, it's on Hulu. It's got Elle Fanning and Nicholas, I think it's...
Cage?
No. Holt, I think his name is. Nicholas
Never heard
Holt,
of him.
I believe. He was in, you probably haven't seen this because you don't like good movies, but he was in the movie
How dare you?
About a Boy with Hugh Grant when he was 12 years old.
That sounds awful.
So now, it's so good. Oh my gosh, such a good movie. Anyway.
I don't like good movies. What's wrong with you? I love Spaceballs. I love Maid of Honor. Hello?
Okay, I'll give you Maid of Honor.
These
that
are
one's
some,
really good.
These are not movies, T-Bone. These are films.
Films?
I don't watch movies. I watch films. Okay?
Okay.
I can't believe you just said that on the air. Like, I don't like good movies.
Okay, fine. Anyway.
How dare you?
It was
Unbelievable.
very entertaining. So I guess it's about Catherine the Great. I'm assuming. I think I could be totally wrong.
I thought it was about Alexander the Great.
No, it's not
Don't
Alexander
look
the
at me
Great.
here. I don't know.
But it's a dark comedy, so it's actually quite funny. I only saw 15 minutes of it, and I think I laughed maybe 5.7 times.
I'm not good on that part of my history, so I don't know what could be funny about.
Well, maybe you should watch it so that you can be good.
But it's not accurate retelling because it's comedy.
It actually says,
Or was that part of history really funny?
a little asterisk says mostly accurate.
So this is Susie the Great. Who? Catherine?
Catherine.
Where was she from?
I don't know.
Is this Russian or am I still
How
stuck
am
on
I
Alexander?
supposed to know that?
Well, where is it set at?
You only let me watch 15 minutes.
But I thought you knew about this Catherine, this great
I don't
Catherine.
know. No, I don't know.
Where is Great Catherine from? Is this Europe?
I don't know
What
where
are we
she's
talking
from.
about?
I'm assuming she's from somewhere in Europe.
Is it Kalamazoo?
But
Like,
she
what are we
goes to be
doing?
the Empress of Russia.
So it is Russian. Does she marry Alexander? Does Alexander
No,
come in any part
Alexander
of
is
this?
nowhere near this. Get off of Alexander.
I'm not on Alexander. Who is Alexander the Great?
Isn't he from Rome or something? See, I don't know. You're making me sound really stupid.
And if you're really great, shouldn't there just be one? Like, how is there Catherine and Alexander unless they're connected some way?
I don't know.
I don't want to be John the Great if there's also Joe the Great and Bill the Great. If I'm the Great, I want to be the only great.
Okay, well,
You know what I'm
thank
saying?
God you're not John the Great.
I'm not John the Mediocre. So we're also watching Hometown, which we talk about all
Of
the time. We love those people. We're in love. I'm in love with Ben, and you're in love with
I want to
Aaron.
be BFFs so bad.
Well, I told you let's pack up and move to Laurel Miss,
Let's do it.
but you're not into it. What else are we? You're surfing Facebook. Have I lost
I am.
you?
No, I'm not surfing Facebook. I'm trying to find out who Catherine the Great was.
Well, do tell. I mean, the audience is waiting in suspense. So can you read a little faster?
No, it's too much.
This is awful.
It's too much.
Pod right here.
I
This is
can't.
terrible.
I can't do it. It's too much.
What else have we been up to besides our watching TV and going around town and doing the damn thing? The quarantine.
Plants.
Plants. All the plants. We are becoming
All the plants.
farmers over here. Just regular farmers. We planted some trees. My favorite Rainier cherry. I can't wait. I think we'll actually get some fruit in like 5 years. But it's going to be a damn good when they get here. Did you know, people, you have to buy another cherry tree to be like its buddy, or
Right.
you'll never
They
get
have
fruit?
to pollinate together somehow.
Weird. So we also have a Bing cherry tree on the way that we ordered, mail order Bing cherry tree.
Which I have affectionately named Crosby.
Nice. And we have a peach tree
Mm-hmm.
that you named
Peaches.
Keen.
Who?
Should name it Peachy. Keen. Keen? No?
Keen?
Or
I guess.
Or and cream, like peaches and cream.
No.
I guess peachy's better. Right?
I like peaches. It reminds me of like a stripper.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I can go with that angle.
And we put a pole out there for her too. She's dancing on the pole. So
Perfect.
it's perfect.
I'm going to look at that tree a whole different way when I water
Right?
the plants. I may need to water the plants a little more often, if you know what I mean.
It's a tree.
But now I'm going to be thinking about strippers named Peaches.
Great.
So, I mean, if I ask to water the plants more than needed, now you'll know why.
Okay.
But we finally decided it's time, and maybe it's the quarantine, maybe it's all the free time we have, but we decided it's time we should put down some roots. We've been here 2.5 years or whatever. How long have we been in Massachusetts?
Yeah.
3
Almost
years?
3. Coming on 3 in July.
No, 2 in July for you guys. It'll be 3 in December for me.
This will be the 3rd July we've been here.
Fake news.
That's not fake news.
Well, you got here in 1 July, then you spent a July.
Yeah.
And this will be.
It's the 3rd July that we've been here.
But that doesn't add up because we moved.
Okay, fine. 2
We
years.
moved me out here in December of 17.
Okay, let's not do the math. Fine, you can be right.
Whatever. People write into us and tell us where we're going wrong here with the math. But anyway, yeah, we decided it's time to put down some roots. We own our house. Let's start putting up some trees and some landscaping, and we're going to get some chickens.
Trying to block out the neighbor.
We're just going full farmer over here. We're making furniture and planter boxes
And bread.
and bread, and we're going to have eggs soon, and we got cardinals in the tree. I mean, it's time.
It's time. We have 2 babies.
2 babies, 2 more on the way, hopefully.
I know.
Hopefully
We
they
have
make it.
2 little babies that we saw today. Look like little red blobs.
Yep.
They're very cute.
They were kind of ugly as
Well,
babies.
they'll get cuter.
I hope so.
It's like our kids. Our kids were ugly. Isabel looked like an alien.
Jacob was all right. Isabel,
He was pretty
not so
cute.
much.
He had lots of hair.
So yeah, we're putting down our roots, and we're gonna stay a while, y'all. I think.
Hopefully.
I guess unless something better comes up, or
Unless your job doesn't come back.
I don't know. We'll probably still stay in Mass, or maybe we'll move to Laurel. I don't know. Yanni, Laurel. Remember when that was a thing? Remember that when that was all we worried about?
I will never forget this. Is it Segerstrom? I can't even say it right properly, but properly. What is that? Very redundant.
Anyway, another drink.
It's in Costa Mesa, the Center for the Arts. They were having Yanni come and perform. And I couldn't help it. And I went there and I said, "Who's Laurel?" And I got like a ton of likes and everybody was like cracking up and thought that was the best.
That was
my moment of fame.
Your finest moment. I love it.
It was good.
Do you remember though when it was either the gold dress or the blue dress?
And which one did you hear? I forgot. Which one did you hear?
I'm so special. I could hear both at the same time eventually.
That's not possible.
But at first I heard Laurel, then it changed to Yanni, and then I could literally hear them changing as you say it. Like there'll be Laurel Yanni, Yanni Laurel, Yanni, or something. I could hear both. It was a weird time.
I heard Laurel.
And it all has to do with how your ears work and what frequency it's played at. So if you played it in different speakers or turn the bass up or the gain or whatever, it would sound different. So it's a trick. I mean, it's not.
And did you see gold and white or blue and black?
I saw both.
No, you're so weird.
No, I could see both. At one time I saw it was blue and black 100%, and then I go back and check the next day and it's gold.
It was always blue and black for me. So I still have yet to see it in white and gold. Again, it's a trick of the mind, either that or somebody's totally fucking with me when I look at it on Monday and it's black and blue, and I look at it on Tuesday and it's gold. So one of my friends, I was showing them the picture and they're like, "No, it's totally white and gold." And like, "What the hell is the matter with you?" I'm staring at it. It's blue and black. And then she like looked away and then she looked again and she's like, "Oh my God." And she's like, "What did you do?" It turned for her like right in that 1 second. Yeah. And that's the point I was trying to make. So weird. That was the shit we argued about. That was the shit we used to complain about. And now it's all about politics and COVID. Hopefully we get back to worrying about Laurel and Yanni soon. I really hope Yanni marries like a woman named Laurel. That would be fantastic. I'm pretty sure Yanni's already taken. Well, in case he gets divorced. I mean, that hair is fantastic. It is. Well, that was fun. Yeah. So I wanted to get into a little real talk and maybe start doing this kind of a recurring deal, because our friends that listen said that, one of our reviews, that's real talk with real people. And we got some real things to talk about as far as our kids and parenting and whatever. It doesn't need to be all COVID and what we're watching. So something happened over the past week. The kids are really getting tired of the quarantine and they've been having some meltdowns, which has led to some parental meltdowns, especially by me. And Isabel, our sweet, sweet sunshine Isabel, has just been struggling with the going to bed. Awful. Like sometimes it's great and we wonder, did something happen? Is she dead up there? And other times it's just a nightmare. Like it doesn't happen. She's in and out of bed all night until we go to bed. It's just a complete nightmare. And the other day I had a meltdown, completely lost my shit, yelled at both the kids because Jacob was trying to help. And I went up to try to make it right because I had a moment to calm down and I felt bad. And Jacob told me that I scared him, that he's scared. When I get really mad, he's afraid of me. And it devastated me, really hurt me, because I'm like, I shouldn't say that. It had two-pronged reaction. And one thing, and I even said this to him, I said, good, that's the point. That's why I'm yelling, because I want you to know I'm serious and I want you to fix the problem. But then I thought, I better tell him that I'll never hurt you, so don't be scared that I'm so mad I'm going to lash out in violence and smash your head in with a bat or something. And so I made sure that he was clear about that, but that the point of me getting mad is to make sure you know that I mean business. So I don't know. I think it's just starting to wear us all down, this close quarters and uncertainty and everything. I don't know about that anger thing. Like, I do it too. I lose my cool every now and then. But my dad, I don't think I've really ever heard him raise his voice. He'd just like look at you and like that was it. Like you were peeing in your pants because you knew you were done. I don't know. So it's just it's a weird. Yeah, and my upbringing compared to my brothers, as I was never spanked or hit or anything, and never really even had much involvement with my dad, so there wasn't a lot of yelling on my mom's part. I don't know where it came from with me. I don't know what it is, if it's my own impatience. I mean, it kills me when I do it. Honestly, I feel really bad about myself, and I wish I could be more like your dad.
I just don't know how to stop it. I don't know if I need a counselor or what, but it's like I do it. It's an involuntary reaction. I can't stop myself. And then immediately I feel like shit and tell myself I shouldn't do that. I pray about it, say I want to be a better father. Well, how can I be better? Whatever. And it's, I don't know. They just push the right buttons sometimes.
Oh, they do.
And I don't know what to do.
They really get under the skin.
I don't know what to do. So I figured maybe talking about it would help me figure it out. Or if anybody wants to
chime in,
call CPS and say the guy's really mean, his kids are scared of him. I don't know. But
please don't do that.
They're not really scared of me like that. It's just that when I get mad and they get a little... But that's when I know, like I said, that's when I know that the point has been delivered. And sure enough, just like the other night, they both shut up and fell asleep. So
they figure it out, yeah.
They pushed me to that point because you and I both tried to make it like diplomatic.
We tried to
negotiate.
We absolutely try first. Like,
and
screaming yelling is not our number one go-to.
Right. And they pushed
we're
to that
at the
point.
end of the rope.
Right. And so, like I said, we got to that end. Everyone lost their shit. There was screaming, there was yelling, there was crying. And then everybody fell asleep. So it worked out.
Right.
The way I wanted it to, but I felt bad about it. So,
well, hey, even the Bible says you got to put the fear of God, right?
But I'm not God.
I think no. I'm just saying I think some fear is a little healthy. Not so scared that like you're avoiding someone or something, but
well, that's why I want it to be very clear with Jacob when we talked about it as men, I guess, when we were both calmed down that like, hey, look, buddy, I'm never going to put my hands on you and hurt you, so don't be scared that way. But I want you to know that I'm really mad. So wake the fuck up and figure it out.
But don't wake up, go to sleep.
Right. So, I mean, yeah, we've both been having issues. Like, I know some of my closer friends on Facebook with kids have been posting that they're having their share of challenges. The kids are just, it's like if you're stuck at home alone, this sucks. Really sucks if you're alone. If
I'm
you're
not sure that would suck.
I mean, we say that, but like I know a guy who's stuck at home alone in a small apartment, just like stuck, and it sucks. He's told me it sucks, and it also sucks. But it also
not
sucks
sure.
Right? I mean, because it sucks being stuck at home with your kids, and you know, sometimes your spouse, whoever.
Yeah.
Everyone's situation's different, but yeah. So we're trying to work through it, and hopefully, I don't scare my kids too much.
Hopefully, I don't murder them because that's kind of where we are right now.
Well.
And I watch a lot of true crime, so their bodies will never be found.
That's going to get CPS called. I wouldn't put that over the air.
That's true.
That's a little touch and go there, babe, as they say. Are you ready?
For?
In the news. I like how I add the reverb afterwards, but I try to like do the reverb so it's like extra reverby, if that's a thing.
Is that a thing?
It is now. Extra
I love it.
reverby.
Coining our own words over here.
We are. Go first.
Oh, I get to go first?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, so this story that I picked because it hits close to home, if you will, because it comes from Mission Viejo, California.
Ooh.
Which isn't necessarily home, but it's like right over the little town line.
Well, quick sidebar. It was home. Santa Margarita decided we want to be an unincorporated little fancy town, so we're going to branch off from you people.
But
it's Mission Viejo, okay?
No.
Come on. Yes, it is.
I've lived in Rancho Santa Margarita my whole life.
Right, because you got in when they decided. It was never
Mission Viejo, then they changed it.
You decided you got there right when they decided they wanted to be separatists. Before 1983, it was, or whenever the hell you got there, it was Mission Viejo.
Okay, well then I can argue that we might as well be England then.
Fine. Whatever. Carry on with your story. Nobody wants to hear this.
Thank you for...
We're an international audience. They don't want to hear about Mission Viejo and what it may have been or once was. Anyway, the Homeowners Association.
You're the one that brought it up.
I know.
And I didn't say anything about a Homeowners Association, so thanks for ruining my story.
Oh, sorry. I buried the lead.
Yeah, you really did.
Sorry.
Jeez, man.
Take it away.
Anyway, Mission Viejo, California, and their Homeowners Association has gone around neighborhoods and taken out all of the graduation signs people have been putting in their grass. So I'm sure you guys have seen all these. Most of the schools are doing these little signs saying, oh, graduate of such and such high school 2020, or 5th grade graduate, or kindergarten graduate, or whatever, preschool, pre-K graduate. All of these little signs. So this HOA...
Daycare program graduate.
Right.
Yes.
5-step program graduate, whatever. Anyway, so this HOA has gone around and taken out all of the people's signs because it doesn't go along with the HOA rules and regulations, which, again, empath, so I can see each side of the argument. But come on, you guys. In this day and age, is that really something we need to be doing right now? Can we just let the people have their stupid sign?
My friend Sue is on the HOA board for her thing, and she always tells stories about how funny it is that people, how serious they get about their HOA presidency or whatever.
Oh, and like, I'm sure.
And you know, I love Phil Hendry and Bobby Dooley, a character on there is in the HOA for the
right.
And yeah, some people really take this HOA like these are the people, folks that in high school never made it on the whatever they call it, the ASB or whatever. I don't know what's it called, school government or whatever. They didn't get the votes. They didn't make
council?
it. So now, yeah, right. So now that they're in the HOA, they have their big girl or boy pants on. I'm the president of the HOA. I'm going to take your sign.
Right. And I will be the first person to be like, hey, that house is purple. That is not the HOA colors. Get it painted. Fix your grass. Don't park here. I'm the first person to say that. But the sign, it's not hurting anybody. It's not bothering anyone. I think everybody realizes this time we really just need these signs for now.
So is that a now thing? Because when we were driving around the other day, I noticed them all around it, and I was wondering, do they do that every year? And I should notice, but now I notice.
No. So I've seen like when a kid gets into a high school or like a private school, they'll put like the whatever mascot is here, whatever. And then that's their way of advertising. Like the school that I work at, we put the little signs out as a advertising to the city, like, hey, these kids go to this school. This is how many kids go to our school. So it's kind of like an advertisement thing, but not like this graduation thing. This has like been a big thing right now because, you know, they don't get their ceremonies.
Those advertising signs can go one of two ways. Like, oh, that person has a nice house. That must be a really nice school. Or, I'm not sure I want to send my kid there.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
Like some dumpy house. But
that's true. But anyway, yeah. So the people of the neighborhood were super upset. They called the HOA. They've told them that if you want to put a request in writing, you can get your sign back.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I was kind of like, geez, way to be the Grinch.
We saw a few signs driving around that said like heroes work here or something. And we wanted to put a sign that says absolutely no heroes work in our house.
Not one single hero works here.
But everybody's so sensitive. So I'm sure somebody would get a little butthurt about that. But I still think it'd be a good laugh.
Everybody gets butthurt about everything.
Hey, a bunch of losers live here. No heroes at all. Non-essential. That's a good one. It's perfect for Mission Viejo though.
That's absolutely Mission Viejo. For sure.
So here's my first story. A Florida man, of course. I could have just gone into the story and left that part out and everybody would have known this was Florida.
Florida.
And the headline just makes it all. Making masks from Florida python skin.
That was a lot of S.
Well, that's what they put in the headline. So this guy is taking pythons, killing them, skinning them.
Wait. So he doesn't take a dead one?
No, so apparently pythons were brought in as like an exotic pet thing in Florida, and they've started invading the Everglades.
It's Joe's fault.
They eat deer and everything else. Well, Joe didn't live in Florida, but crazy fucking bitch Carol Baskins did. So
right,
that should tell you how nutty Florida is.
It's Carol's fault then. Sorry.
This guy Brian Woods, I wonder if he lives in the woods. Brian Woods, 63-year-old owner of All American Gator Products. So there's a place that makes products from gators because it's Florida, right? And I lost my spot here. Oh, he's taking on the coronavirus and the pandemic by using invasive pythons and iguanas that damage the state's fragile ecosystem and making masks out of them. So he takes like a respirator and takes it apart and then covers it with python skin. And they cost, are you ready for the cost of this?
Oh, Lord.
$90 for a python
$90
mask.
To put dead skin on your face?
I told you yesterday I want to start rocking one of those Black Plague doctor masks with looks like a crow beak.
Stop it. You gave me nightmares.
What's better, that or a snake mask?
Oh, snake mask.
I feel like I would need to have like pointy snakeskin shoes like the mariachi Mexican guys, the bandolero. What are they called? The banda guys. They wear they look like their feet are super long, look like jesters, but they're snakeskin boots. I would need to wear those with the snakeskin mask to really pull that whole look off.
Okay.
I think if I just had my look with the sweatpants and the long sleeve shirt and the snake mask, I'd be like, what's going on here?
I'm still not sure with the shoes you would pull that off.
Well, at least they would match, and then I could have like a gator or snakeskin belt and really go just full reptile skin.
Can we get
look.
you a gator or snakeskin fanny pack?
Sure.
That would totally pull it together.
It would match the mask. I just feel like if I wore the mask with how I dress now, it would look shitty.
Yeah, I'm not sure it'd match.
Apparently, he's got a buddy, snake hunter, Amy Siwe. I don't know. Apparently, that's a thing in Florida. Be a snake hunter. Hey, mom and dad, I'm moving to Florida to become a snake hunter.
I like it. And what if they have college prep courses for that?
I'm sure they do. The major program for snake hunting and electives are like skinning and cooking and whatever. But
Charming.
She arrived at Woods' home with a giant python that was ready for skinning. And he says, you know what? They're wreaking havoc on my Everglades. I'm going to make a mask. I'll show you snakes. These pythons can get between 18 and 20 feet long. And they eat everything from rats to deer.
That's a shitload of masks.
I don't see a problem with them eating rats. I mean, the deer, I guess, is a little sad, but eat the rats, guys. I saw that the CDC is warning people that rats may become especially aggressive this year due to the lockdown. So there's another thing to just pile on to the murder hornets and the COVID. Now we got aggressive rats.
But that's a good band name.
It is.
But why are they aggressive? Because of, I don't understand. Are they locked down?
Well, yeah. Well, they're used to going and like stealing people's food and invading their houses. And now that I guess people are, I don't know. I didn't read the article, but apparently they're really upset. And so they're hyper aggressive. I don't know.
There's all kinds of things running around in my head right now with these aggressive rats.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm very confused by the situation.
Let's hear your next one.
To do some research on that. So my next story is actually, I think, kind of a cute little feel-good story. I like it a lot. It's about a 6-year-old boy in South Carolina who has decided that during the lockdown, he's going to take up what is called magnet fishing, which I think is kind of a cool thing. Had no idea that was a thing.
I'm not sure it is a thing.
It's a thing.
It might be in South Carolina for boys, but
it's a total thing. So anyway, you put a magnet into the water and you get metal objects out of the bottom of a lake. Okay. Or
so he's not
body
looking for
water.
Like magnetic fish.
No.
Because he probably could, if it's a strong enough magnet, there's enough fish that have swallowed hooks and whatever, you might be able to get a fish that way too. I don't know.
Right. So this kid named Knox, because that's a name.
Like Nox or
Knox.
Oh, so not like Knocks? Like knock knock, who's there?
No, not that kind of knock.
Okay.
Anyway, Knox Brewer. He lives on John's Island, which I thought you would enjoy.
I do.
You have your own island, which is awesome.
I do. I love that.
Anyway, he had thrown his little metal piece into the lake and he got caught on something really heavy. So his dad, which I'm going to figure out what his dad's name is here in just a minute. Nope. Jonathan.
Of course.
Jonathan Brewer,
Knox Brewer.
helps him out, helps him to reel this thing out. Well, it turns out to be a safe. And inside the safe is all kinds of valuables, jewelry.
Was the heart of the ocean in there?
Paper. The heart of the ocean was not in there.
Because I don't think they found that yet.
Was that a real thing, or is that just a Titanic made up thing?
I don't know. I thought the Titanic was a true story.
Well, that is, but I don't think the Jack Dawson Rose DeWitt Bucator was a thing.
You're going to have to write that down.
What?
It's from the movie. It's a line. Anyway. Big Titanic fan over here.
Apparently.
Carry on.
Anyway, I don't think their story was a thing. I think they added it to the Titanic story.
Okay. Sure.
Right?
I don't know.
Historical fiction, if you will.
Okay. I got you. I smell what you're putting down.
Okay. Where was I? What was I talking about?
This little boy found a chest, the dead man's
he
chest
found a
full
safe.
of the heart
That's
of
right.
the
He
ocean.
found the safe. In the safe was all kinds of valuables. The dad decided, very responsibly, I might add, that he needs to call the authorities. The authorities came out, did some sort of magical voodoo thing, and realized that all of this stuff had been reported over a decade ago to have been stolen.
Oh.
Well, it ends up the person that reported them stolen still lives in her house. It's actually on the lake, and was so happy to get all of her valuables returned.
Somebody stole a chest and then just threw it in the
a
lake.
safe.
Whatever. I'm thinking dead man's chest, like treasure chest. So somebody threw it in. I'm going to steal this and I'm just going to toss it in the lake.
I don't know the whole story. I mean, maybe they were trying to get away and it was too heavy and they dropped it. I don't know. I don't know that part of the story. I just know that this lady was super happy that 6-year-old Knox Brewer from South Carolina returned her safe. So it was kind of cool.
Knox Brewer, does he brew up like Knox gelatin? Is that what this guy has in store for his future? You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking
All right,
about.
never mind. We'll just leave that alone. Hey, another quick sidebar. Speaking of lakes, apparently over the weekend that things are starting to open up. Lake Ozark, which I guess is a real place.
You didn't know that?
I thought it was just a TV show that we like.
No, it's a real thing.
A total shit show. People like in boats and
Well,
just like
yeah.
on the TV show, partying, no social distance.
Nope.
So the next big COVID outbreak is going to be in Ozarks. So my story, this is going to be good. This
Can't
guy,
wait.
you see the guy's hat? He's wearing a
Ooh,
the
it's
Orthodox.
it's a fuzzy hat.
Yeah, like it looks like the Etsy hats from that show. So this is out of Ashgabat, Turkmenistan.
Ooh.
Turkmenistan's autocratic leader Gurbanguly
Say that 5 times fast.
that was his first name. Maybe he just goes by Gerb
Gerby.
or Bangi. I don't know. His last name is Berdy Mukhamedov. So let's put this together, folks. Gurbanguly Berdy Mukhamedov.
Wow. That was lovely.
Baba. That worked out well. He has instructed his favorite grandson, so he's got multiple grandkids, but this is his favorite
This is
grandson,
his favorite one.
to compose songs reflecting the rhythm of the country's development to mark public holidays, state media, and other things. Propaganda, basically. Footage aired on national television showed Berdy Mukhamedov and his teenage grandson. It gets better.
Oh, Lord.
His grandson's name is Kermugly. I always do that. Kurimguli.
Nope.
Common spelling. Same last name. Berdy Mukhamedov.
That does not sound like the same last name. Take a breath. Take a deep breath.
It is the same last name. Trust me. Despite what it sounds like, it is the same last name. I can't. You're going to have to stall.
Just cut it.
I'm not going to cut it. This is good.
You're going to leave it in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, his favorite grandson is 18 years old. They were both dressed in checkered shirts. That's important for the story.
You made me spit out my beer.
This is not good. This is not good.
I can't.
Anyway, Karam Guli. I wonder what he goes by for short. Anyway, apparently he composes music. And he's going to be making some propaganda songs for the Turkmenistan. I really don't think this is that funny, but for some reason, we really think it is. So,
Oh, I'm snorting over here.
all right,
I'm going to spit out my beer.
let's bring it together
Whew, compose.
for the audience sake. I'm crying over here. So yeah, that's my story. I had another one about beards. It's not nearly as funny, but figured I'd go with this one instead.
That was a good one.
It was.
I don't even really know what that story was about, to be honest with you.
He picked his favorite grandson to make some propaganda music. He said, "Hey, old Kermugly, come on."
In a checkered shirt, apparently.
And based on the picture I showed you, I don't think that's normal attire. So the checkered shirt has meaning
It was news.
and significance. So it's
Amazing.
that's the funny part here is that's news.
That's news.
That's what it's come to. So that's all I got. Do you have any more stories for us that we can struggle through?
I don't think I could tell one if I had one.
I don't think we could either.
You got me choking on my beer over here.
I know it's rough. You almost spit it out.
I did.
So that's episode 10. Oh my God, we forgot to mention at the top. That means we've been doing this 10 weeks, folks. You've been with us for 10 weeks. We've been doing together for 10 weeks.
We've been together for a lot longer than 10 weeks.
That means we've been in quarantine for like 12 weeks.
12 weeks.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I get it doesn't. I will tell you, I was thinking about we've been done 10 episodes, and that means 10 weeks. And I did the quarantine math, and it didn't seem like that long. So I guess that's a bonus. Positive, right?
I mean, that's good, I guess.
So yeah, that's it. Episode 10. Amazing milestone for us. I'm happy we got through 10 of these. When we first
I like it. Let's stop right here.
After we did the first one, I'm like, are we really going to do this? But we're doing it, and it's fun. And this time was, I guess, the most we've ever laughed in a long time over the last 10 or 12 weeks. So, hey, thanks for chatting with me.
Of course.
Listeners, thanks for listening. We appreciate all of you. Please rate and review, subscribe, share. The rate and review really means a lot. We have like 11 ratings and a handful of reviews. So if you have time, and I know, don't pretend like you have anything else going on, because you don't. Even you heroes, essential workers, thank you for all that you do. I'm not being a smartass, but you have free time. Just go on the iTunes, whatever it's called, Apple Podcasts, Google, whatever. Write a quick review. It will really help us out. We appreciate it. Visit the website. Check out the blog. I put a new one up today about Tracy Kiss with links to her YouTube and whatever. And fellas, she's not bad looking, so give it a look. And check out Tracy Kiss and her sperm smoothies from last week. Still cracks me up every time I read that. Grosses me out a little bit, but that's it. That's all, folks, as they say. Who was that said that? That chubby pig?
Bugs Bunny, I think.
Oh, did he? I thought it was the pig. Who's the pig?
Porky Pig.
Porky, appropriately named.
Daffy Duck.
Porky Pig.
I don't know any others. Elmer Fudd.
Fozzie the Bear.
Was he there? No, that was Muppets.
Oh. Anyway, thanks, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming back each week. Rate and review, share, subscribe, all the things. Visit us on the socials at...
Oh, The Uprooted Pod.
I do this every show, and you screw it up every show.
I know, I'm sorry.
Follow us at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at...
The Uprooted Pod.
And the website, theuprootedpod.com.
.com.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.